So I realized it might have been just a little confusing with my instructions. So you want to find not this first color, but the second color-ish. And you want to stick your hook through one of the stitches, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through in a single stitch. And then you want to find the next one up vertically. Now I work in my ends as I go. So we find the next one up, like up. See, we're going up this way because it's an F. So yarn over, pull through, find the next one up, and actually using this to weave in my ends, it gives me a straight line, because if you hold it up like this, there's your straight line. Now I know it's not a complete straight line because, you know, it kind of it wobbles a little bit. So find your next stitch. So this is the third one. We're going to do a total of 8. Come on, come on, why are we not? Okay, there we go. It's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you want, you can use markers to put a marker, like you can put markers all the way up. So there is the straight part of the F. Now, we're going to want to go into the next stitch. Come on. Sometimes you have to pinch the fabric to get it up. Don't make anything dirty out of that. The next stitch horizontally. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So, okay, well it looks a little, sorry, it's a little scrunched up right now. But can you see that we're starting to get an F? I think for this one, because it wound up being a little longer than the others, I probably could have made that 10 stitches up. But this is just an example. So, there's the beginning of the F. Now, if you wanted to, you could do a single stitch here, single stitch down, and then across, and have it that. But I kind of like my technique because it gives you kind of a bubble lettering. So you're going to want to go into the stitch just below the third stitch over. So not the fourth one that we just did, the third one. And you're going to grab just one, where am I? I'm going to grab just one of the 2 stitches. So not both of these little loops. You just want to grab the outside one and pull through all the way, come on, like you're doing a slip stitch, and this yarn likes to kind of grab itself. Again, don't make anything dirty out of that. So you're going to want to go into the next stitch over, through that, and then the second stitch over. Again, you're only going to grab the outside. You're not going to grab both pieces, you're just going to grab this outside bit. Sorry, the light, it's nighttime, so the lighting isn't ideal. I have all 5 lights on. Yarn over and pull through everything on the hook. The third one right in the corner of your F. You're going to go through and you're going to grab that first stitch, yarn over, pull through, and then you're going to turn it. So you can kind of see what I meant about it being sort of bubble lettering. You can see that, you know, well, I'll have in the thumbnail, you know, the proper thing. Anyway, so what I like to do is grab the outside and do another slip stitch to bring it, you know, more in line this way. So then we're going to go into the stitch right here next to the bottom of like that little corner of the F. And again, we're only going to grab one side. We're not going to grab both sides. We're only going to grab one side. Yarn over, pull through, and again, this yarn likes to grab its other. Anyway, and you could leave one space, but I like to leave two spaces. So you go into the next one, down, and then up into what you've done before. And again, if I can find it, you're only going to grab, if I can get it, one side. Yarn over. Oh, this one's really going to hold on. Pull through. And you're going to turn it again. And you're going to pinch to get your row. And you're going to do one. See, it grabbed itself again. I'll go with it. Two. Haha, fixed it. And then where is three? Turn it upside down. Go into the stitch just under the third one. Where is the third one? We've gone a little wonky. That's what happens when it grabs itself. You kind of lose where you were. All right, so there's one. Okay, so there is the third stitch. Makes it very difficult when the yarn nabs previous bits because it kind of frays. So it's a little hard on the hands. And again, that was a slip stitch. So you're going to go under and through the first portion, not both sides, slip stitch. And again, we get to this, the crossbar of the F, up and through. Turn it sideways. Now we've just got that, and you know, I kind of like to, again, slip stitch here just to anchor that F, because I didn't do it on the last one. And as you can see, it kind of got a little muddy. So you anchor it here. And then you're going to go the next one underneath. We're going this way now, along the main part of the F. Up, again, just through one stitch. Pull through, if it'll pull through cleanly, which it won't. Thanks for that. Sometimes you have to take it all the way out and find your loop and then tighten it again because it just really doesn't want to work. And again, next one down, through, and then up through. Just one loop. I only need one, not both of them. They both want to, okay, there we go. And it's not gonna, okay, there we go. And then pull through. So now we have our F, and then I like to anchor it sort of to that original stitch, but sometimes it doesn't want to work. So I kind of go underneath because I know that works. Under that first stitch. So basically back into where you started. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through, and if you don't know how to finish off, this is how you finish off. You do an extra stitch, but instead of yarning over and pulling through again, you just do this. tighten your knot. Now you have your F, and you work in your ends. And for that, I like to use the little, if I hold it the right way, little bitty one. This is a C2.75. So you go through, I do the shoelace method. And you want to go under your nice pretty, well, they would be pretty if my yarn cooperated. You want to go under your nice pretty stitches so that they can't see where you weaved it in. I'm sure someone is making an African American hair joke, but it's not me. But every time I say weave, I think of it. Okay, it's just not going to cooperate. So again, we pull our hook out, do this. Now, there is a lovely thing about any project that you have done with fiber fill is you can work in your ends as much as you like. I would say as much or as little, but you do have to work it in a bit. And then, because it's made with fiber fill, and basically no one's going to see the other side, what you can do is you can go like you're going to pull it through again, but instead push. If it'll release the yarn, which it doesn't seem to want to. And then you take the back end, but that doesn't have a hook, and pop it. See how it's sticking out? Pop the end back in. And there we have, well, that's the good thing about crochet. It got a little stretched out, but there we have a, oh, the shadows are just going to be awful. Okay, but there we have a completed F-bomb. So if you bought the pattern and it was a little confusing on how to do the F, that's how I do my Fs. I did try making the F first and stitching it on, but that's what it looks like. There was a lot of going over and under just to make sure that it stayed put, and I just like the bubble lettering better. So let me know what you think in the comments. But these are F-bombs as requested by my little big sister.